From shucking oysters to talking food with the founders. From quick snacks to the big contracts.
Hi, everyone. My name's Heidi Knobloch, and I'm the host of Founders Fridge. Founders Fridge is a podcast where we talk to founders about what they eat while they're building their companies. On today's episode, we have Michael Conward. He's the co-founder and CTO of MyLÚA Health. So he claims that his family Thanksgivings are the best, as is his red velvet cake, and that he never cooks with recipes. So let's hear what's inside Michael's fridge.
Yeah, success got the drive and the hunger. But what's on your dinner plate? What keeps you going longer?
Hey, Michael, it's so awesome to have you on Founders Fridge.
It's good to see you. It's been a while.
I have to say, so I interview entrepreneurs on here that I don't know at all. And then I get to sometimes interview people like I've just met when we're doing the podcast. And then I get to meet people on this podcast who I've known for a long time. And you fall into that category. So I'm super
I'm
pumped.
an OG.
You're an
I'm
OG.
a OG.
But
Yeah,
I don't know if we've
exactly.
ever talked about food, really. I've been with you while we're eating, but I don't think I've ever talked to you about food.
That's right. You've given me food. I've eaten some of your food.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so
Yeah.
tell me about what you're building.
So I'm building a AI maternal health care platform. Really fully embracing agentic AI. Have developed predictive AI models to predict risk of pregnancy-related complications, and now I'm building an ecosystem that connects communities, doulas, payers, employers, and social benefit activation to moms. So I think moms needs get identified and benefits get supplied. So actionable steps that moms can take to kind of support themselves during pregnancy and postpartum.
So how long have you been working on this, and what sparked this business?
Oh, it's been a couple years. I think what sparked this business for me was meeting my co-founders. So I think as a male with privilege, I had no idea that the maternal healthcare industry had a crisis. I didn't know that moms were dying at alarming rates in the United States or globally. I didn't know that there were disparities that existed, Black moms dying 3 to 4 times more likely than their counterparts. And so I just felt compelled to bring my technological background to this ecosystem. That's kind of how I got involved.
So we're definitely going to get to the food, but I just also want to hear like a little bit more about the business. Like, how is it going?
Oh, the business, man! It's so exciting. This is such an exciting time for us. So we recently launched our app into the App Store. It's on iOS and Android. We have a partnership with IBM, so we're embedding IBM technology and going to release these agents into the marketplace. So you can think very easy B2B enterprise scalability. And we're going to run some pilots starting in Q1. We did run some pilots in the past. We won NIH's RADx Maternal Health Challenge. We ran a pilot with Emory. That was kind of a first version of our product where we were able to show good engagement, trust around answering health risk assessments, providing education, et cetera. And so we've kind of enhanced that experience and embedded this agentic AI technology into it. So it's, man, a lot of opportunities ahead. Really exciting. A lot of work has been done, but excited to bring it to the world for sure.
So first of all, it sounds like things are going great, which I love to hear. It's amazing. So when something's going really well in the company, like how do you celebrate? Like, do you celebrate with food? You know, what are you eating when something is going really well? What are you doing while you're sitting down with your co-founders?
Oh man, so I could definitely do better about this, right? Celebrating the wins. I think any kind of founder should try to celebrate the wins. What do I do with food? So I think this kind of maybe sheds some light on like a better practice, right? I think as entrepreneurs and founders, we kind of get so stuck in the business, so stuck in the everyday to day, we don't take care of ourselves properly. There may be, times where I don't eat for, until like 2 o'clock. right? I don't start my day off well. Sometimes my, fitness practices fall off where I'm not, exercising regularly, which helps stabilize me, right? So I think when I think about food, I'm a breakfast person. I love breakfast food. I love pancakes. I love waffles. I love, eggs, bacon, home fries with peppers and onions. So I'm a big breakfast guy.
So when you're
I don't.
celebrating, you're like, the number one thing we have to do right now to celebrate this win, we have to go to brunch. Like, are you a
See,
brunch person?
I don't really celebrate with food. I think
Oh,
because I don't have a very strict diet. Like I eat whatever I want to eat whenever I want to eat it. But I'm not really a big snacker, and I don't eat a lot of sugars and sweets. Like I'm not a big desserts person. Maybe because I used to play basketball, so I was an athlete. I'm big into like health and wellness and fitness. So generally, my diet's not terrible, but I could eat fried food every day, man. I could eat like fried chicken, shrimp, fish, like French fries. So I started this thing. It's called 75 Commit. It's like a
mm.
version of 75 Hard, but it's a little more less strict. It's more around like what are you trying to change in your daily practice that you want to commit to for 75 days. And part of it is diet. So one of the things that I took out was fried foods because that's something that I'm like, usually going towards. So I guess if you think about how would I celebrate, maybe it would be some sort of fried food platter. Maybe it's seafood and chicken or something like that. That's all fried up.
There you go. What about your co-founders? Are they kind of in the same boat, or when you guys are going out
Man,
together?
my co-founders, so they're more health conscious junkies than me. So they they actually influence me significantly as far as like what is it that I'm eating. So they, very organic foods, shopping at the co-op and stuff. They're from upstate New York too. You've met Javen
Yeah,
before.
absolutely.
So that's kind of they. I'd say she's probably gonna order some salmon or something like that. That's probably a salmon and a salad with some, fresh
There you
berries
go.
and stuff. Yeah, that's probably
There
what
you
she's gonna
go.
order.
There you go. Did you grow up in an entrepreneurial household?
I did not. I'm probably the. I mean, I think so. My dad's a retired firefighter. My mom's a retired administrative officer from corrections. So I wouldn't classify them as entrepreneurs, but they did promote a entrepreneurial mentality of like you can build something your own. That's kind of the only way to generate generational wealth. And so, but I wouldn't say no one really kind of started LLCs or started opening businesses in that way. So I would say I'm the first.
And what was the cooking culture like while you were growing up?
Oh wow! So I'm from Miami, which is a melting pot of cultures. My mom's side. She's Bahamian, so you could think Caribbean food. My dad's side. His dad's from Massachusetts, so grew up a lot on seafood, and his mom's side is from North Carolina, so very southern, very like you know, very southern. Collard greens, sweet potatoes, like our Thanksgivings, top hands down, best Thanksgivings ever. But now it's funny, I don't really eat the same type of food, so I can't indulge like I used to growing up. But
Did
you
you
can get a
help cook?
diversity from my house.
Did you help cook when you were
So
a kid?
when I was king of the pound cakes, man. I could throw down on a pound cake, red velvet cake. Um, but
You
besides,
made them?
baking, yeah, from scratch, make them from scratch.
So you're like a baker.
I mean, I used to be a baker. Now, so I started this thing where I wanted to really get into cooking and like plating. I like plating. Maybe it's the like design from my mechanical engineering or something. I like the way it looks on the plate. So I started looking up these recipes from the Food Network, and I would just cook food and plate it and take pictures. And then I made a whole Instagram page where I was like posting the pictures and tying like funny jokes to them. It was a great thing. So I think now I have a good sense of what goes into food, what the ingredients are, and stuff. I can taste it, and I can kind of cook things on the fly. Not as good as my family. They are really good in the kitchen, but I can handle my own.
So do you follow recipes?
Now I don't really follow recipes. When I was doing the Food Network, recipe book, I definitely was following recipes. That's what got me started. But now I'm just like, yeah, I wonder how you can make lobster tacos, and I might just go
Yeah.
buy some lobster tail and just Also observing my parents cook, I kind of have some ideas on what that might look like. But it's a lot of trial and error. But usually I'm a hit. Usually I'm a hit.
So I'm like a big believer that food and entrepreneurship are very intertwined, Like I really do think that like the I'm like you though. I will say I can wake up and forget to eat until 2 p.m. If Richard, our producer, had not brought me tacos today, I would not have eaten until, I got home at 6. And so it's not great for one's health at all. So like I don't know what that says about me as an entrepreneur, but probably nothing good, I would say. But so when you think about food, right? Like are you eating to live or are you living to eat?
So okay, let's get into it. So for I guess for like the first 5 months of this year, I lived abroad. So
Mm,
one of the reasons why I wanted to live abroad is because I don't think the quality of food in the States is great. Like I think it's terrible. I think it's killing us. You could tell the difference in just the way the food tastes, the way your body feels. Um,
mhm.
and so although I do, kind of eat whatever I want, I do have something in the back of my mind that's kind of guiding me when I'm making those decisions because I can feel the effects of the food. Like I know
Mm.
when something's making me sluggish, when something's making me slow, when right after I eat something, I feel bloated. Like I can feel those things, so I am kind of conscious about the food that I'm eating.
And because you want to excel in business or just like for your own like sense of self?
Well, I haven't particularly tied it to my ability to perform well when it comes to business, more so just from the way that my body feels. So I guess
Mhm.
because I'm an athlete, I have like this, strong body mind connection. I was a solid core instructor. I'm not sure if you're familiar with solid core, but it's like a Pilates studio with strength Pilates. And they kind of part of the whole mantra is to establish that mind body connection.
Mm.
So as I'm eating things, I can feel how it's impacting my body. So it's more of just like, how do I stay the healthiest version of myself, which I guess in turn translates into performance when it comes to work.
Mhm. So for investor dinners and things like that, I feel like I talk to people who have investor dinners and it's very particular kind of what they order at these dinners or lunches or whatever, or coffee. And so they're thinking
Mm.
about like how they will be perceived in these investor dinners often. So like if you're out with an investor, right, you're kind of pitching the business to them, what are you being sure to eat? And I'll give you an example is that I have people who would never order like anything that was messy at all for fear that it could like look messy. So like pasta. They won't order pasta because they're like, "Ooh, I don't want to like try to put that in my mouth in front of this investor."
Hmm.
Or you're like, "I don't think about that."
So, so I have thought about that. I can't say that I haven't, but I don't know, man. I think you can eat anything, right? You don't have. I think something may be a messy food, but it, it doesn't have to be messy. Like you can eat pasta without slurping or it being all over your face, right? Like I think you can do that. But I have been like, I have thought it might be easier for me to eat this chicken and rice versus me ordering a burger and like trying to stuff my face with a burger. I have thought about
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah, I know. No like squid ink pasta for you at investor dinners, no. Just
No,
turn in
no,
your
no,
mouth like all black,
no squidding pasta for
No
me.
squid ink. So what do you cook during the week?
So when I'm really on top of my game, yeah,
All right.
yeah. But I will. I'll try to like go grocery shopping on the weekends, and then try to meal prep in a
Mm-hmm.
sense. So it's easy for me to throw things together during the week. That's like when I'm best practice. Otherwise, like I'm ordering food. I'm trying to get people to bring me food because time is money, right? And
Yeah.
like my time is better spent in the work than necessarily cooking every day. It would be great if I had a personal chef. That is the goal.
There you
That is
go.
the goal, to get a personal chef. Yeah, for
Now,
sure.
I will say at my home, I basically have a personal chef because Kelly, who you've met,
Yeah,
obviously,
you
my
sure
wife is like,
do.
I sure do. I know. And she loves to cook. Like, she loves it.
See, you're winning. You won on that one.
Yep. I know. I really did win on that one. I will tell you that I think part of, you know, doing the podcast and things like that is after the restaurant, I was just totally burnt out from food. I'm
Mm.
impossible when you go out to eat with me because I'll say, "Oh, we can't order that chicken parm because like the margins are too high for them. Like we gotta go order this. We gotta go order this like
That's
steak thing or
crazy.
something." I know it's like it's really really bad. All right, so what are you gonna have for dinner tonight?
So I'll probably have a Publix sub tonight.
All right,
Yeah, are you familiar with
what's a
Publix?
no? What's a public sub?
Oh
No.
man, Publix is like, so they're not. You don't have Publix. Publix isn't. Yeah, Publix is not in upstate New York. It's not in Troy. It's not in Albany. But they have them in like Miami. They have them. I think they might have some in Georgia too. But Publix is like, it's not as high end as Whole Foods, but it's like still good. The still level of quality that you might get from like a Whole Foods. They have the
Yeah.
best subs. They have the best cakes. Like they're known for these things, like public subs, cakes. They're known for those things. So I'm gonna get a nice, foot long sub from Publix.
Do they make it for you, or are you just like picking up something that's in a fridge?
Oh no, they make it. They make it for
All right.
you. You get to choose. You can order ahead. They have a whole app and everything. It's
There
gonna
you
be great.
go. There you go. I love that. I love that. Okay, so what is in if we looked in your fridge right now, what's in your fridge?
You would see. Well, right now there's not much because I've been doing a lot of traveling, so there's not a lot
Mhm.
of food stocked in the fridge. But typically, you're definitely gonna find breakfast food in there. So you're gonna find eggs. You're gonna find bacon. You'll find like some stuff for lunch. So like I like to get the um, fresh cut lunch meats
All
and
right.
cheeses and stuff, and like fresh baked bread. If I'm going grocery shopping, it's usually once a week, so that everything kind of stays fresh. I like fresh ingredients. Um, you'll see some sauces in there for pasta. You'll see some proteins. Usually, I try to buy some proteins that are already marinated, so they're kind of in the pack. So it's easy for me to
Yep.
just throw on the stove or on a grill or something like that. So you'll see some chicken. You'll see some ground turkey. You'll see some seafood. I told you my dad's from Massachusetts, so I'm definitely gonna have some shrimp, some scallops, or something in there. Probably uh, some ground beef to make some burgers. I love a good smash burger. Like I
There
love
you
a good
go.
smash
Yeah, yeah,
burger.
yeah, yeah. They're also more forgiving. You know what I mean? I feel like you can just like again, that's why it's a smash burger, right? Like it's much more forgiving in terms
Hmm.
of cooking it. I have a hard time with restaurants that only do smash burgers because I'm
That with
like,
restaurants that only do them.
yeah, because I'm like, can you
Hmm.
not cook a real burger? Like you can't cook it to that's what it tells me. Like you don't have like cooks back there that can cook it to temp. That's what it tells me.
Oh, well, see, I mean, you own the restaurant, so you have that. You got
I'm
that lens. You're
literally
like,
I
oh,
know.
you guys can only cook smash burgers, huh?
I am
4 stars.
impossible to go out with. Like literally, I was just out. There was a alum that came up to the University at Albany, and so I was out with the dean of the business school, this fantastic alum, and someone from the development office, and we went to Black and Blue. This just happened last night,
Mm.
and I'm like looking at the menu, like costing it out in my brain. You know what I mean? And like someone wants to order like the mashed potatoes, and I'm like, ooh, you know, the restaurant's really making out on that, you know, with you cooking that. Like when I'm out with people, they order like a vodka drink. I'm like, no, don't do it. You know that
See,
Sensiba that we had in the restaurant?
yeah,
You remember that drink?
yeah.
So this drink
Really, it
was
was good.
vodka. Yeah, it was vodka,
Yeah,
lemon, pamplemousse liqueur, just like a little Gaffard, some simple syrup, and then we topped it with Prosecco. I think that
yeah.
drink cost me 27 cents to make, and I sold it for $13.
See, the people in the restaurant industry are not liking you for dropping the economics behind how things
I
work.
know.
You
I
cannot
know.
give out the trade secrets, man.
I know.
But yeah, the profit mark. I mean, yeah. Well, we won't get into
Come on.
that, but
Yeah. So every time we go out, you know, I I don't drink, but like Kelly will say like, "Oh, what should I get?" And I like look at the menu and I'm like, "Oh, you should get this scotch." And she's like, I don't want to drink scotch." And I'm just like, "Yeah, but it's like the best deal here, you know?" Like, yeah.
drink it straight. I've always been a fan. If I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna
Let's
drink
go.
it straight.
Let's
Yeah.
go. I am losing my edge though, because I feel like prices have, you know, obviously gone up since I closed it in 2022, and I just feel, you know, I've lost my edge. I also don't know the
Mm.
alcohol prices anymore. I've lost it, so maybe I'll become
Prices
more
are all
bearable. I know I'll become more
over the
bearable,
place.
you know, because then I'll be able to go out to eat, and I'll be like, well, I don't know how much any of this costs, so I guess you can order whatever you want.
Do you miss it? Do you miss running the restaurant?
I do very much, yeah. I really do. I mean, you saw me there. I was so happy, you know what I mean? Like it was such a blast, and but as an entrepreneur, that's the hard everybody says it's the hardest business that you can do, and it's true because it's a product and a service all in one. You got to be perfect at all of it, and if you're not perfect at all of it, you get kind of trashed on Yelp or in the media or whatever. Every night is a performance. Like you can't have a bad night. And
Hmm.
but that feeling that something only people who have worked in restaurants and know is that feeling like when you're just having this night where like everything is clicking, like everyone, it's almost like you have telepathy with everybody there and you're like all in sync and like running around like perfectly, and it's a really busy night, and then at the end of the shift you're just like that feeling. But
Yeah,
I get that
that's
in
good.
startups too. You know, I think we get that in startups for sure. Like I'm sure you get that feeling too. Like you run to a deadline or whatever, you know?
Right, exactly. You run to a deadline, you crush a pitch competition,
Yeah.
you're talking to people, you land a meeting, like yeah, you got a lot of highs, a lot of lows. It's just part of it, man. It's you gotta be able to bear through that,
100%.
that
And enjoy the ride.
sinusoidal wave.
Yeah, well, it's true, and like it, right? So I think that
Hmm.
like with both restaurants and startups, like you like it, right? Like I like it at least, and I think food is the common denominator in all of it. If you ask me, you know what I mean? Like I really do because, you know, it's how we celebrate. It's how we connect with people, and so hence the founder's fridge.
So how would you I answer my questions around my food. How would you celebrate? What are you eating over there at the Founders
Yeah, that's
Fridge?
good. That's good. So it was just my 40th birthday a couple
No
days ago.
way.
Yeah, I know. I'm old.
What? I can tell, man. You're killing. You're doing something right. You're eating something right,
That's
right?
right. That's right. So it was my 40th birthday. So my wife took me to Atera, which is a 2-star Michelin restaurant in Tribeca in the city. It was
Okay.
phenomenal. Like literally, it just to watch the service and the execution at a place like that. Like I almost liked it more than the food. You know, it was 13 people that can fit in the restaurant, right? It's like hard
Oh wow.
reservation to get. And with that 13 people, they had 8 people working for 13 people. So they
Yeah.
had
I mean,
3 line
okay.
cooks. Yeah, 3 line cooks, a sous chef, a bartender, a sommelier, and then 2 servers. And so the servers, anytime you were done eating, would come up behind you, like 2 of them, and take your plates at the same time.
Wow, that's
So
amazing.
so I think for me, like when I'm celebrating, I like to see like food excellence. And so the food excellence can be a family member, you know, like it can be something like they're excellent at. So like everybody has their thing that like they're just like so good at making,
Mm.
you know what I mean? Like they're just like meatloaf, right? Like so everybody can make, not everybody, a person can make like an amazing meatloaf and like they crush it and they're excellent at it. That's what I like on celebrations. So it's like, you
So
know, what
you're
is the
you're
thing?
the experiential, the whole food
Yeah, that's
experience.
the whole food
Yeah.
experience. Yeah, and it's like you get to see people like it's what they like, you know? It's like the thing that they're good at, like the thing that they like. And so going to those types of restaurants like for me is super special. But like if it's, you know, a celebration of like just chilling, like, you know, I mean Kelly makes like she'll smoke things on the big green egg. That's phenomenal, you know?
Mm.
That's phenomenal. And
I
so
love
it's just
smoked
like,
food. Yeah. I've been
oh
really getting
yeah,
into smoked food lately. I'm like, oh man,
there you go.
just falling off the bone. Like,
I know.
yeah,
She
perfect.
she does the turkey for Thanksgiving. She does one like traditional, and then she does one in the big green egg smoked all day.
Mm.
For St. Patrick's Day last year, she made her own corned beef. So like she bought a piece of beef, she corned it for 10 days, like pickled it,
This
and
is
then made it on the
amazing.
big. I know. I
You
know.
should have a cook-off between her and Clint.
Yeah,
You should
that's
have a
exactly right.
cook-off. That would be
That's exactly
amazing.
right. I know. That would be really good. But and
Yeah,
for
you know
everybody
he's a good
listening,
cook too.
yeah, and for everybody listening, Clint Ballinger is an awesome guy, also an awesome cook who will be on the show, and he's the bomb. And so I agree. You should
Yeah,
do
he's
that.
he's the perfect guy to have on this show.
I know.
I'm
I
glad you
know.
got him. I'm glad you got him coming up.
Well, you know what Clint did for me? He came on and did a couple practice shows that didn't make the cut because I wasn't a good interviewer then. And so now
Oh
I
my
gotta
gosh,
I
you're too
gotta
hard
have
on
him come
yourself.
back. That's
Yeah,
right. Well,
please have him back.
yeah, no, that's right. Okay, so
Wait,
thank
before
you.
you go,
Yeah.
I want you to make sure that you start traveling outside of the country and hit those Michelin star restaurants outside of the country
Yep.
so you can also save money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like you want the
Mm-hmm.
food, a good quality food experience. You can have that without having to pay so much, man. It's crazy over here in the States.
I know. Well, Michael, it was awesome to have you on Founders Fridge. Thanks so much for coming on.
Absolutely, Heidi. Anytime. Happy to help. Happy to be here. Share whatever you want. And good to see you and connect again. It's been too long.
Been too long. Been too long. Amazing. All right. See you soon.
See you soon.
Yeah, success got the drive and the hunger. But what's on your dinner plate? What keeps you going longer? From shucking oysters to talking food with the founders. From quick snacks to the big contracts. The Founders Fridge, the Founders Fridge.